This might be the most expensive mistake you're making right now, and you don't even realize it. Every month, money comes in, and somehow it disappears. You tell yourself, I just need to earn more. But what if I told you, earning more is exactly what keeps you stuck? Stay with me, because once you see this, you'll never look at money the same way again. One of Kiyosaki's biggest lessons is that cash flow matters more than how much you earn. Most people focus on climbing the ladder at work, promotions, raises, bonuses, but Kiyosaki asks a simple question. Does earning more actually make you rich? Think about it. You might make $5,000 a month, but if all of it goes to rent, bills, and a car payment, you're no better off than someone earning half that. Wealth isn't about how much money comes in. It's about how much money stays in your pocket and continues to grow. Kiyosaki explains this using his rich dad versus poor dad example. Poor dad says, get a good job with a stable paycheck. Rich dad says, buy assets that generate income and let money flow to you even while you sleep. Assets could be rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, small businesses, or even royalties from creative work. The key is that they put cash in your hands every month without you actively working. A practical way to start is by tracking your cash flow. Write down every dollar coming in and going out. Once you see where your money is disappearing, you can start redirecting it into assets instead of liabilities. Even small investments can snowball over time. Kiyosaki often says, the rich focus on their cash flow, the poor focus on their salary. And that difference explains why some people get wealthier every year while others are stuck on the treadmill, working harder but never getting ahead. Most people hate taxes and fear debt, but Kiyosaki teaches that when used correctly, both can be tools for building wealth. For example, the rich use debt to acquire assets. A classic example is real estate. Instead of buying a property with cash, they take a mortgage. That property generates rental income that often exceeds the mortgage payment. The tenants are essentially paying off the debt while the property grows in value. Suddenly, debt becomes a tool instead of a burden. Taxes work similarly. Kiyosaki points out that the wealthy learn tax laws to reduce their liabilities legally. They understand deductions, depreciation, and business structures that shield income and maximize returns. Meanwhile, most employees pay the highest tax rate possible because they have no strategy. They just follow the system blindly. There's a story in Rich Dad Poor Dad about how Rich Dad bought properties using other people's money, used tax strategies, and still made a profit, while Poor Dad worked overtime and paid every tax in full without any leverage. The lesson? Financial education is about learning to use the rules to your advantage, not blindly following them. For someone starting out, this doesn't mean getting risky loans or dodging taxes. It means learning how the system works. Even understanding basic deductions, credits, and investment options gives you a huge edge over the average person who just works for a paycheck. Kiyosaki is famous for saying, the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. Most people avoid risk because they fear failure, embarrassment, or losing money. But the truth is, risk is the price of opportunity. Rich Dad encouraged him to experiment, invest, and even fail, because every failure teaches something money can't buy. Poor Dad, on the other hand, wanted safety, security, and a guaranteed paycheck. That safe path kept Kiyosaki from financial freedom until he understood how to turn risk into knowledge. Here's a simple example. Investing in stocks might feel risky, but avoiding investing altogether is a risk too. The risk of letting inflation erode your savings while others grow their wealth. Each failure or misstep, whether it's a bad stock, a business that flopped, or a property that needed more repairs than expected, is actually a learning opportunity. Kiyosaki also talks about mindset. Rich people fail forward. They fail on paper, not in life, because every mistake teaches them what to do next. Poor people fail once and give up. That one difference is why wealth accumulates over time for some and never appears for others. So, if you want wealth, start small, take calculated risks, and don't fear losing. Treat every failure like a free class in the School of Money. Money isn't just numbers in a bank account, it's a mindset. And Kiyosaki spends a lot of time teaching this. Rich Dad believed that emotions drive financial decisions more than logic. Fear, greed, and envy often sabotage financial success. Most people spend money to feel good temporarily. A new car, a vacation, the latest phone, without thinking about long-term consequences. Rich people, on the other hand, learn to control emotions and let money work for them, not the other way around. Kiyosaki also emphasizes abundance versus scarcity. Scarcity-minded people see money as limited, leading to hoarding or fear-driven choices. Abundance-minded people see opportunities everywhere, are willing to invest, and understand that money can grow when used wisely. Another key mindset principle is continuous learning. The rich never stop educating themselves about markets, investments, and emerging opportunities. Knowledge compounds like money, and this mindset separates those who eventually achieve financial freedom from those stuck in the rat race. Relying on a single paycheck is one of the fastest ways to stay poor. Kiyosaki constantly stresses the importance of multiple streams of income. Think about it. If your only income is a job, what happens if the company goes bankrupt, your boss retires, or the market collapses? One stream equals high vulnerability. But if you have a side business, rental income, investments, or royalties, losing one source doesn't collapse your life. The strategy is simple. Start small. Even a side hustle can become a substantial income stream over time. For instance, writing an ebook, starting a small online store, or investing in dividend stocks can all create money that flows in without constant labor. Kiyosaki warns that the first step is learning to spot assets, not liabilities. Many people think owning a car or a fancy phone is an asset. It isn't. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Shift your focus to acquiring true assets and multiple streams, and over time, your wealth compounds. To make this even more powerful, track each income stream separately, reinvest profits into more assets, and constantly look for new opportunities to diversify. The goal isn't just more money, it's financial stability and freedom. One of Kiyosaki's less discussed but powerful lessons is that teaching others creates wealth. When you share knowledge, you solidify your own understanding, build networks, and often open doors for new opportunities. Rich people often mentor, invest in others, or share financial strategies because it multiplies influence and resources. For example, teaching someone how to start a business or invest wisely can create a partnership or future business opportunity you didn't see coming. Paying it forward also shapes mindset. Kiyosaki believes wealth isn't just money, it's freedom and impact. Helping others learn about money and investing doesn't just make them richer. It reinforces your own skills and creates a community that thrives financially. Even small actions count. Explaining a financial concept to a friend, writing a blog post, or hosting a local workshop can expand your reach and influence, often leading to unexpected financial opportunities. The point isn't charity alone. It's that wealth grows faster when shared intelligently. One of Kiyosaki's biggest warnings is that chasing job security can actually keep you poor. Most people are taught to find a stable job, climb the ladder, and hope for a pension or retirement plan to save them. Sounds safe, right? But here's the catch. A job, no matter how secure, doesn't make you wealthy. It only gives you a paycheck. Kiyosaki calls this the rat race, working harder for someone else's money while inflation, taxes, and unexpected expenses quietly chip away at your future. Real wealth comes from financial independence, which means creating systems, investments, and assets that generate income without relying on a job. Imagine this. You own a few rental properties, a small business, and dividend-paying stocks. Even if you stopped working tomorrow, the money keeps flowing in. That's freedom. Compare that to a high-paying job. Lose it, and the bills don't stop. The lesson? Don't prioritize job security over building financial freedom. Treat your job as a tool to fund investments, not as the ultimate goal. Start thinking about ways to create income streams that work for you, not the other way around, and you'll gradually escape the rat race entirely. Real wealth isn't about luck or working harder. It's about thinking differently, learning relentlessly, and taking action. Focus on cash flow, use debt and taxes strategically, take smart risks, control your mindset, diversify your income, and teach others along the way. Here's the part most people never want to hear. It's not that opportunities are rare, it's that most people aren't ready when they show up. Every day, deals are made, assets are bought, and money quietly changes hands, but only by those who train themselves to recognize value before everyone else does. The difference isn't access, it's awareness. Two people can look at the exact same opportunity, and one sees risk while the other sees leverage. And that gap? That's where wealth is created. So the real question isn't, how do I get rich? It's, am I becoming the kind of person who can recognize wealth when it's right in front of me? Take action on what you learned today. Comment below your first step, Like this video if it helped you see money differently, and subscribe to join a community of people building real wealth. This is the Money Channel. You will get richer